Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Dr. Heather. Welcome to my sewing room, the one corner of the house that is dedicated to me. It is such a blessing to have a cleanish kind of space. I want to read something to you today. Last year, our oldest at home was graduating, and she's the first one that I had homeschooled all the way up through, right to graduation. So it was kind of a special time. But I also got the opportunity to talk to some other mothers who were graduating their last child. And there are some things that I wanted to share with you. And I hope you'll forgive me that I'm reading this, but the reality of it is me memorizing this entire thing was not going to happen. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything because I want you to hear my heart. As the graduation of my first child to homeschool all the way through approaches, and inflation continues to affect families everywhere, there are a few things on my mind. For reasons outside of our control, some of us may find it to be of necessity to re-enter the workforce on a part-time or full-time basis. We're beginning to question our skills a little bit. Maybe another new person we have met has just asked us if we are just a stay-at-home mom. I know that many have gone before me to address this, but I would like to have my turn. Over the last 23 years, I've had the unique opportunity to work with many different people in connection with both my husband's and my own businesses. I've had the privilege of hiring and firing employees. I've worked with administrators, bookkeepers, accountants, consultants, vendors, advertisers, sales reps and software specialists, subcontractors, customers, billing departments and government departments, banks, merchant services, managers, and clients. I will tell you that if 1/3 of them had the work ethic of you ladies, this world would be a better place. One day you might be handing your resume to someone, trying to explain that you have just been at home for the last 20 years serving your family. Do not underestimate what that means. You might be trying to explain your value to another female employee at your husband's Christmas cocktail party for work. She won't understand because until you have walked in these shoes, few people can even grasp it. There's no college degree to train you to master the job that you are in. Every day that you wake up will be completely unpredictable. You may have your best laid plans, but the day will hold many obstacles that will stop you from ever feeling like you've accomplished this on your own. And yet you show up for work without fail, tired or well rested, sick or healthy, hungry or full. You are on your top game as much as possible. You don't show up at the job and ask first about benefits, holiday pay, how long is your lunch hour, or if you can leave early. At the first sound of other people, your time clock is punched by someone else, and there is really no punching out. You're stretched to your limits every day, organizing, multitasking, doing jobs that may or may not be your strength, and yet you will learn how to do them simply because it's necessary for the function of your household. There's no senior officer standing next to you, jumping in to show you how to do it better. And yet you never hesitate to reach out to others and share with them from what you've learned. Just as you think you figured out an aspect of what you must do, the job changes, and it never stops changing. Yet you adapt, showing incredible flexibility and steadfastness through many different seasons. You jump in up to your elbows for any task that you're given, and you embrace it as if your life depended on it. I've seen it at our co-op. Women who don't sew will not leave other women shorthanded on the costume team. Just show me what to do. Women who don't cook find other ways to help with the meals. How about I shop or chop? You have an incredible way of encouraging and organizing the gifts and talents of those people around you so that they can shine where you can't. And you aren't in the least bit interested in stealing the glory. You live what you believe, that if we all use our gifts, this is going to come out great. And it always does. You breathe life into those around you, adults and children alike, by encouraging them and being amazed at the simple things they can do, making them feel like heroes. You can create a team mentality and work to identify areas that need strengthening. Then you put a plan in place and act on it to get the job done. Your communication is exemplary in verbal and written format to whatever level of individual you're working with. You can meet the needs of the person, adult or child. You're flexible in your communication based on their skills in order to get the point across, from picture cards to word lists, from bullet points to a full letter. You identify their learning style and find creative ways to work with it so they can succeed. You work hard for the sake of the job itself, for the benefit of those who you are serving, to glorify God alone. There's no paycheck, no raise, no promotions, no employee of the month, and the bonuses, they have to be carefully sought out with an eye that is watchful for the fruit. When you first begin, there are giggles and body tremors at your very presence, the satisfaction of knowing that you are their comfort and their peace. Then you may receive surprise drawings, creations, or flowers whose stems are a little too short. Your payoff comes when someone else achieves. A first word is read. First note is written. Someone else's gift or talent comes to life. A flicker of growing confidence and independence is seen. The fruit may also come in the form of tears because you had the strength to hold the line where you had to, or a cold shoulder of dissatisfaction because you did the right thing, even though someone else didn't like it. You will not get reams of 5-star Google reviews. In fact, the more years you've been doing this, you'll find for a while that 1 and 2-star reviews might be your best indicator of success. And yet you continue on with a smile on your face. You don't quit in the face of adversity, although now and then you might need just 5 minutes. It is not just your skills, gifts, and talents that are called for in this role. It's your whole self. There will be days that are hard. You fail, and yet you'll take a breath, apologize where needed, pull up your bootstraps, and jump in again. Your character will be tested, stretched, and reformed into something more beautiful, but the molding of the clay will require a tenacity you never thought possible. I've worked with you at church, in co-op, in small groups, on field trips, in science labs. I've never ceased to be amazed at all that you can do, all that you're willing to do without complaint, simply because it's who you are and it's what God's called you to do. Always remember that the character and skills of being a mom make you one of the most desirable assets to any company out there. You may have been home for 3, 9, 17, 25 years. You say, do not be ashamed of that number. You saw your job through. Show me in today's world how many employees can say the same. If you have been so blessed to serve your family until the end of your life, if you one day lay your head on your pillow and think that you are going to say, I have never worked a day in my life, I will tell you that you have sacrificed and worked harder than anyone I know. Well done, precious wife and mother. May you have eyes to see the fruit of your labor and the blessings in your day-to-day. You have been given a tremendous responsibility and done your absolute best. For all the times that you have ever wondered if anybody noticed, thank you. If you're a homeschool mom who wonders whether the years that you have spent investing in your family have any value beyond your home, I created a free guide for you. It's called You're More Qualified Than You Think, and it will help you identify the skills you've been building all along and translate them into a resume that employers can understand. You can download it for free by clicking the link below this video. And I want to encourage you to share this resource with friends and family that would also benefit from it. I look forward to seeing you again soon.